What is up, my dudes? I thought I would make a really quick video here discussing 6 albums that got me into death metal. I don't consider myself a huge death metal expert or anything. I've definitely heard the classics, but I still have a lot of ways to go. But this is just kind of 6 albums that got me interested into pursuing that particular genre of music. This isn't like the essential death metal or starter pack or anything like that. That's just like, I heard these albums and I was like, I gotta hear more of this shit. I gotta hear all of it. So, yeah, without further ado, here we go. So we're gonna start off with Death, Leprosy, the classic right here. One of the best death metal records of all time, and of course, one of Death's best, in my opinion. Yep, well, actually, you know what? Let me pull it up here. Every single track is pretty juicy. The title track, Born Dead, Pull the Plug, Open Casket, Choke on It. I mean, every single song in here is awesome. Fucking love it. So yeah, Leprosy, Death, the classic. Let's see let me look at my list here. Next we have the Death album by Death Clock. Yes, I watched the show before I really got into the music, but I just loved the attitude and just the music so much. Of course, it's a little bit more lighthearted, a little bit more tongue-in-cheek than perhaps some other death metal records. This is not a parody by any stretch of the term. It's definitely an ode to the music, and it brings it together. Plus, it's melodic. It's not as brutal. So somebody trying to get into it like myself heard this and heard a little bit more melody, a little bit more a structure that I could understand. So that was kind of nice to just kind of get the starting off point with that. And you guys are going to be pissed off at this one, but Cattle Decapitation, Monolith of Inhumanity. This is not technically death metal, but this particular album I bought after... No, I bought this before I had anything by Death. But this is kind of like, I heard this album, and it was too brutal for me. It was just too much, and I was like, I need to build up to this. So this kind of inspired me to kind of go back and get myself ready to listen to shit that was as heavy as this. So although not a death metal record, a record that got me into wanting to pursue a heavier direction in music. And we're gonna do Deicide's first album, self-titled. Man, I love this thing. Dead by Dawn, I heard that and I was like, Sacrificial Suicide is good. Lunatic of God's Creation, the opener there. Yeah, I really love this record. Cannibal Corpse, The Bleeding. I didn't really know what to think of Cannibal Corpse after I bought Butchered at Birth and Tomb of the Mutilated. I was still a little iffy on how I felt about them. And then I got this bad boy, and I heard Fucked with a Knife, Stripped, Raped, and Strangled. Where is it? Force Fed Broken Glass. Like, all these tracks were just so good that I was like, man, I really got to go back and listen to it. And I do consider myself a Cannibal Corpse fan now after I bought all the essential 90s stuff. So I was really happy to have this in my collection kind of early on, despite not knowing much about Cannibal Corpse. And I just ordered the CD, but I don't have it yet. And that is To the Gory End by Cancer. I heard that Into the Acid is on there. Die is on there. Man, I really love that record. It's so awesome. So anyway, yeah, those are like the 6 albums I heard. Got me into metal of the death kind. Yeah, after I heard these, I started getting Obituary stuff. I started getting Morbid Angel stuff, which I still kind of have to plow through. And Mortician is awesome. I got into them, and all kinds of heavy shit. So it's kind of death metal, kind of grindcore that I started to lean towards, and that's kind of these albums kind of got me towards that sort of stuff. So anyway, yeah, I hope you enjoyed this quick little video. Hopefully you heard something that I mentioned and you're trying to get into heavier stuff and you're like, oh, I should check that out or something. I don't know. Anyway, tell me the albums that got you into death metal. What's your favorite death metal record, etc., etc. I always love reading the comments. So anyway, have a great day. Stay heavy. Stay safe. Thank you so much, and goodbye.